All right, everybody, welcome to House Party 5v5 Solo League Game 2 of the night. And we have our summoners in Champion Select. Hi, my name is Anson. I will be commentating on Champion Select. With me are our two shoutcasters. Please welcome to the league, White and Nerdy, and you guys know Minty from last game. Hey guys, how's it going?
It's going good.
All right, well, we're seeing our first bands come out, and it's no surprise to anybody who knows Sky that Darius ends up on the chopping block. Sky been playing some mean Darius in our solo games here lately, so first band to come out, not a surprise there. Nasus is going to get taken away from Jerry Sandusky. He's known for playing that Nasus in the top lane. So other than that, the Irelia, the Ahri, kind of pretty standard across the board. Waiting to see what our third pickup is going to be. Rob's kind of taking his time on this one. There's a lot of options open for him. Google and Prez both been doing pretty good in the solo ladder here lately. Dave actually not been doing too bad either. Lysandra going to be the last one to get taken away from blue team. Red team's
kind of interested in the type of champions that Rom plays because he had a pretty great TP that set him up for most, if not the rest of the game.
Yeah, Rom is he's one of those guys. He primarily plays jungle. Okay, Sejuani got left open. Big mistake there. We know what Rom's going to be doing. Yeah, Rom primarily plays jungle. He'll play Zac a lot. His Zac game was really strong, and that was before all the cool kids were playing Zac. So Rom's got the in before hipster action going on. Looks like Dave is going to take the Bard as well. He played the Bard last night and did quite well with him, so I'll be interested to see what he pulls off there. Dave's really a big fan of using the magical journey from the jungle to transport the jungler into the lane for a gank, so I'm excited to see if he's going to be doing that one again. Looks like Stratago's going to opt for the Morgana. Not a bad support pickup at all. HDP and Rogers up next. Looks like we might see a Thresh come into play. Thresh gets a lot of love in House Party. Not a lot of bans, but you see him get picked up by quite a few of our support mains.
That actually makes me really excited to see if it's a Thresh versus Morgana bot lane, if that happens to be it. That's a really nice skill matchup there.
Yeah, the interaction back and forth between the Black Shield and all of Thresh's abilities, there's a lot of skill nuances that go into that, and I think the individual player talents really show through. Looks like Mr. Rogers going to stick with the Caitlyn here. That's a safe AD carry pick when you don't know who you're going to be going up against. Caitlyn's just one of those champions that even her counters, she does, so quote-unquote counters, she does pretty well against. Wouldn't be surprised to see a Sivir get picked up on red side here. Sky rotating back and forth through his roster.
Thresh. I like Thresh kind of stomps Bard a little bit. If he gets a good hook off, that's kind of the end of Bard's life with his low damage.
Yeah, I'm betting to see Bard support on there. It looks like Strategos is probably going to go top or mid.
Probably mid base if it's a Scion pick coming out.
More than likely. No idea what Sky's going to do. I'm thinking Scion. Yep. Gingerfied not wasting any time locking in the Nidalee. That's all left to Jerry. Jerry took that Blitzcrank in the bottom lane last game, but it looks like he might be switching up from his support role.
Really interested to see where this Nidalee versus Sejuani goes, actually, because those are two people who really, in solo queue, are often junglers, so.
Yeah, Gingerfied's been playing a lot of mid here lately, so that certainly is a possibility for him to take that into the mid lane. as far as Jerry goes, he's a top laner, and we haven't, you know, right now it's kind of unclear as to where everybody's going to be. Yeah, Jerry looks like he's going to be headed top. So yeah, that's definitely a Renekton pick. Google, the last one left on the red side. Whereas Pred's going to be taking the Lucian against the Caitlyn bottom lane. That's going to be an interesting matchup. Google had some success with Amumu yesterday in yesterday's in-house games. Would not be surprised at all to see him put the smite on and take Amumu back into the jungle. He built full AP, so he was really hitting like a truck when it came to those ultimates, and he really made it work out for his team. You know, normally you see that type of stuff, kind of looks like a gimmick and whatnot, but he really made it work.
Really scared.
Yeah, I was just thinking that a damage jungler might actually work very well because you already have this Scion who's really this massive tanky frontliner. So.
Oh yeah, and if Bard gets to get ulti off, he can possibly see knock down the tank so that the Yi can run wild all over their squishies.
That would be devastating if Dave threw the ultimate down and Google was just able to sneak in straight to the back line once it wore off and just start wreaking havoc. You take a look at Master Yi is one of those champions that gets shut down by crowd control quite heavily. And taking a look at the crowd control on the other side of the board, it's moderate. It's not an amount of crowd control that is definitely going to hamper him. If we had a little bit more, let's say maybe a Leona support or something like that, it'd be a bit more to worry about. But if you see the hook get blown, especially if you see the Sejuani ult get blown, then I mean, I think that's going to be free license to Google to just tear up the back line.
It might just be dependent upon Renekton. His W is essentially Leona Kios. Auto stun. So as long as he just kind of weaves past Renekton.
Alright folks, we are going to be heading into our delay. We're going to take a short caster break, and we'll be right back as soon as we head into the action.
Alright, what's up everybody? Welcome to House Party 5v5. This is game number 2 for the day. I'm White and Nerdy42. I'm going to be doing your play-by-play. With me is Minty, the color commentator.
Woo! What's up, guys?
Alright, so, looks like we have pretty normal team comps coming out here. We have our Morgana mid coming out of red team, which is maybe a little off-kilter. Same a little bit with the Nidalee mid. Nidalee seeing a bit more play in the jungle recently, but overall pretty normal stuff.
I'm a little curious about what's your opinion on Bard?
Well, I know Bard really has been pretty weak in solo queue. We've seen he has like a 36% win rate according to LoLKing, but I mean, he has the really great playmaking potential, but I feel like it's almost like with every new champion, they start out with some pretty pretty bad win rate, but people figure out how to play him, and I think that's what's going to happen with Bard, especially with the new buffs coming out tomorrow.
What are they buffing on him?
They are buffing a bit of his Q damage, I believe, as well as lowering his E's cooldown. So that means more magical journeys for everyone around.
It's magical. Great.
Very magical. Oh, this I'm backing right here. The flash coming in on level 1. Let's see what they're going to do. They go on to Gingerfight. That's a first blood coming out for Master Yi. Google, continuing on onto HDP. Are they going to be able to get it? How HDB is going to flash, and now Jerry Sandusky might be in a little bit of trouble, but they're just going to back off. But nonetheless, that is first blood for Red Team, and that's on a Master Key. Very great snowball champ.
Oh, this is going to look like a rough game.
Yeah, I'm not sure. This is really, that's not the way you want to start if you're on blue side. Alright, starting her off as per usual for Google. Pretty normal, gets the stun down from Dave, and so that just means it's going to be a standard lanes. However, teleport already by Great Dick in the Sky, and Rom not having to TP, so if there are any early fights down bot, blue team will have the advantage.
That name. Probably the greatest name ever.
Oh, Sion just has the great, I don't know, yeah. I'll just call him great. Make it a little easier. CS in the top lane already. Renekton showing off that early game power. Up a few CS and really just got to lane.
Not really familiar with Renekton play as of recently since they changed him, but I'm pretty sure Sion should be able to hold his own in this lane.
I certainly hope he can hold his own. He's definitely going to be able to outscale by the time they get to late game. So let's see how we'll just keep an eye on that lane, see how it goes.
Oh, Yi already bought a Ravagers or Rangers.
Yeah, already. Master Yi, Rangers Trailblazer. That's really early thanks to that 400 instant goal at the very beginning of the game. And meanwhile, in the mid lane, Strathagos, with that W, is able to put down quite a bit of harassment to Gingerfight, but the heal from Nidalee can just put that pretty much right back up. Oh, in the bot lane. Press getting a kill already. Can HVP go back? My goodness,
you got that kill for free.
It was absolutely free. I thought HTP was going to try to trade back, but now it looks like he might actually go down as well. Not quite. All right.
Body blocking that hook with the potential kill. Saddening.
I mean, that was just a nice, that's kind of some of the Bard. Even just, meeps coming out of Bard, the meeps that add to the basic attacks. Those are really, really helpful because once you start upgrading them, you start getting a slow, you start getting extra damage, which is very, very nice for your, for a support to have.
Yeah, and I think with that first kill that Lucian just picked up, he might have the freaking Vigor around and pick up some shines.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's take a look at the top lane here. The knockup being hit by Sky, and now it looks like Rom is going to go down to Sky, and now any concerns that we had, you are now absolutely right. Sion will undoubtedly be able to hold his own at this point.
That was a really nice Sion too. He just canceled Renekton to eat.
And just demolished him.
Fantastic.
And something we were concerned about pre-game is that if Google would be caught out by that Renekton W, that was like the one thing that would really, shut him down. And Renekton got the W, but it really didn't matter with the Sion.
Oh, I was just talking in terms of team fighting, like running through their team. I'm not sure you can run past Renekton without getting W. In that case, it's probably going to be like, Bard's gonna snare him and he's gonna die.
Yeah, no, that makes sense because Bard, you know, it's kind of a yeah. Mid lane, it is Strathagos with a bit of a CS advantage. Only 4 so far, but he might be able to keep pressing that with the early assist as well. Still has a
It might be
potion
looking
left,
for an
actually.
early dragon. After Scuttle, of course.
Could be. He is Master Yi, so if he has those mechanics, those cow set mechanics, you can dodge that.
Just press
Ooh,
W.
Gingerfied missing the spear there, so I'm not sure about HTP doing an early gank here. He's only level 3. Even Google's level 5 already. Gingerfied,
On
Google,
bottom.
the Master
Very
Yi,
maybe
same
going
level.
down. That's another kill for Lucian. Very nice pickup.
My goodness, this is not looking very good from a lane bully like Caitlyn. You know, another thing we were talking about pregame is that even the people that Caitlyn gets theoretically countered by is she still does well again. And in the mid lane, will the ignite? Yes, it will take down Gingerfied, but are they wait? Oh, looks like they're going to be able to trade on Strathagos. I'm not sure if Google really wants to go in here. He does not have ult yet, but he is actually going to let Strathagos get away. He might be going down, but can he get HDP first? He cannot. He will drop down to Mr. Rogers. Kill for the tank.
House up.
Yes, I'm not quite. I'm still not convinced about the level 4 Thresh Realm. The Bard Realm is much more convincing, considering at least he can pick up the chimes.
I think he was just trying to make plays because the direction this game is going in, it's already looking kind of bad for blue team.
Yeah, it is actually. You're right. It's a 2.5k gold lead already for red team. Looks like they are trying to cut this down though. Mr. Rogers is going in onto Sky, and he might be able to get him. If he can just get another auto or two, the flash, that would do it. Sky that getting hooked in is faster. That means he probably will not be able to finish anyone off. Still does quite a bit of damage with those enhanced auto attacks.
Giving them high fives. Like, he take you down, here's some high fives.
Exactly. So Mr. Rogers at level 5, well, Google is level 6, and level 6 Master Yi can probably pretty easily solo Dragon, so if he wants to do that, that will probably be Google's next pack.
Oh yeah, he's level 16 gold, or 16 creeps too, so quite a significant gold lead at this point.
Although there is an extra kill there onto the Sejuani, but... And she's actually going to be a bit of a problem with the tankiness, but we'll see how it goes overall. You know, Gingerfied really wants Dave. He's going to get Dave. I'm not sure what the level 5 Bard trying to take on the Nidalee, really taking on a Nidalee at any stage of the game is just kind of not a good idea.
Nidalee hits so hard with that Q execute damage. Literally
Yeah,
ridiculous.
once you get the... I don't even think she had... I may have misseen, but I don't even think she had the hunt on at that point. Ult coming out of Strathagos. If he hits a snare, he's just going to back off. Ooh. Ouch. That's a spear.
Post fights mid lane, it's too much to handle.
It's just really just trading back a lot of harass. Good thing that Strathagos does get the bonus flat spell vamp coming out of Morgana. But it looks like Prez is going back in for maybe another kill. Ooh, but Caitlyn
Like Prez just
hits
got
him
baited into the
first.
thrash.
That's some damage on him. Do we see a hook? Yes, that should. No, nice. Flashing the play, and now Sky bolting in. He's not going to be able to do anything.
Counter
The counter teleport comes in. He gets the Q, but not quite the knockup on Jerry Sandusky. The counter teleport is in from Rom, but I think everyone's just going to be able to back up. Nice Q there from Sky. They're just kind of staring down each other a little bit. You do want to be careful because Mr. Rogers is coming in from the back line. This could be a trap for Present Sky. Ah, they got him with the ping. And the damage is coming out. Dave is here as well. If they're going to be able to do anything, he can just Glacial Assault right out.
They may pick up tower here and go for dragon. That's
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's a legitimate option for blue team. Scuttle Crab is up, so definitely going to go grab that. They are giving up tower. It doesn't look like they're going for dragon, though, so I'm not really sure what they're doing here. Just kind of posturing a little bit, backing off a little.
Why they're not getting dragon is because they don't have vision of Yi, so he still has that pressure of possibly being bottom or mid lane, so they're going to settle for mid tower.
And they see that vision now, and that was actually the perfect time for blue, I think, to spot Master Yi, because now after they can probably take this tower, and then if they want, they can hop down. Meanwhile, HDP hitting the hook. Dave is pretty down. He is going to get the exhaust off. There's a pretty even trade there. Just Jerry Sandusky sitting at quite a bit more health than Present. So no dragon gotten for blue team. They are going to get that mid tower. That's the first tower of the game, but it's countered by Google's E. Nice hook again by HTP, and that this time just one more auto. Oh, Hardy coming out of Mr. Rogers. That works too, and that's going to be a double kill. The 4-0 Sejuani now. A Cinderhook completed as well.
Gotta give it to blue team, taking a game that looked like they were still behind. They're still behind 1k gold, but looked like this was gonna be a pretty gruesome game, and they made the best of it.
Yeah. I mean, especially considering that early first blood on Yi, 2 early kills on Lucian, and now they're only down by 1,000 gold. Absolutely, it is a very close game.
Sejuani's playing pretty phenomenally.
Oh, absolutely. Mr. Rogers is just, you know, not much farm, but that's because he has been everywhere, all over the map. Meanwhile, Google, what does he have to show for it? He just picked up his Devourer, so he's gonna need quite a bit of farming before he really hurts.
Go poke fight top lane.
This is Jazz. I mean, in terms of poke, it's really that Scion. Ooh, HTP all over the map as well. You know, I must say, I was skeptical of the Thresh Realm. He's just trying to make plays, like you said. He's doing some good work.
Very
Gentrified,
nice
last tick of pounce. He's gonna get it. That's a nice magical journey right there. He has the potential for a bait. He's not gonna get anyone in. And in the meantime, Google, not even, oh, he did ult. Alright, he did ult for the dragon. I figured as much. That's usually what Master Yi's like to do, is just run into the dragon, ult it, and then back off from
there. Could be Nidalee potentially killing Yi here.
Yeah,
I think she's gonna settle.
Looks like she's backing
now.
off, but she might want Dave and Prez, and Dave and Prez have been dove already by that Sejuani picking up the double kill, so it's a possibility. However, red team does get vision of both of them backing off. They do spot that pink horde, so.
Talk about my boy Scion tickling. Look at that Renekton himself.
Yeah, he's using up his mana, but he is okay with that. He still has 2 charges left on the flask if he gets too low, and now it looks like he wants to come mid because Strathagos might be in a little bit of trouble. He has picked up the Needlessly. Very nice if he's probably rushing the first item. Zanya's very popular on Morgana.
They're gonna back off with the Sejuani pressure.
Yeah, but again, that's a pretty good Bartle so far, but I don't know what he's able to do on it. He's going to get the stun onto Thresh. The field comes out of Prez just to stay alive. And so, really, you know, it came out of Bard, but what did red team have to show for it? They're both below half, while Jerry Sandusky is more than happy to just keep on farming. HTP did not even take damage.
Sadly, I think they lost more off of that than they gained.
Yeah, another good Thresh. 3-man Sejuani. They're going, that's going to be another kill for Gingerfied right there. Sky is probably in trouble as well. He's going to get down. That's a double kill for the Nidalee. Now, all Google can do is back off, and in the meantime, in the top lane, Rom is taking down the tower, and it looks like Jerry's going to be able to take down this spot tower pretty soon, even with the Yi here.
Mr. Fied and Mr. Rogers are just doing so much work right now.
Yeah.
Oh,
here they come. Prez is going to flash out, but the tower goes down just at that time. That's the perfect time for blue team to take the tower. Google now is in the middle of him, but I don't think he really wants that. Oh, that's an excellent Q coming out from Sky. Mr. Rogers is so low. Google with a flash and the Q. That's going to be huge. That gives him the reset. He's going to Q again. That's a double kill. And they're going to get a third here onto Jerry. They're not leaving it for the E. It's the Sunfire Cape from the Scion, but either way, that is 3 more kills for red team. But in all the commotion, this Renekton, Ron is just really shoving now. He's 50 CS ahead. And he's going to get this tower. That's going to be the first inner tower. Probably, I'm going to say it's going to go down to red team. To blue team. And blue team's up 2,000 gold now, coming from being behind 3,000 gold to like 3 minutes in. That's pretty good. Nice magical journey by Dave. I don't know if he'll be able to stun, but he is going to get a slow auto attack with the Meeps. I don't know what he's going to be able to do from here. He's just trying to keep that slow on. Fires the ult. He is going to stun Rom. That's going to be very nice, but his snare is missing. The ult by Morgana also burned. I'm not too sure about that ult. That was not great.
Yeah, I don't know why you would ult there when he still has his escape. There you go.
Yeah, he still had the escape, so good point. So let's take a look at where the gold difference lies. In the jungle, it's actually red team's Google. He has about 1,000 gold advantage. But in the top lane, it's 1,000 gold back the other way. ADC's about even, and mid, it's 1,500 gold in favor of the Gingerfied and the Nidalee. Nidalee is really hurting right now, and Renekton is looking to be that tank. He already has a Randuin's Omen completed.
And I don't think the strong team fight on the red team is going to help very much with this Nidalee and Sejuani. If they get hit by one Sejuani ult, man, this could be pretty fatal.
Because then Thresh can turn that into a perfect box for himself. Google is trying to go for the flank. The Flay comes away. The spear hook hits. Look at that damage onto Google. He hasn't even had a chance to go in yet. Now Mr. Rogers is coming. He's going to be able to do a lot of damage. The ult comes out from Sejuani. It's going to hit Google. It's going to hit Dave. Google goes down. Dave taking the magical journey, but he's going to flash out. He's going to die anyway. Spear hits him. That is already 120 AP item completed with Illusion's Echo on Nidalee. Just red team now is just getting poked way out. Another hook lands onto Sky. The culling is going to come out from Prez, but it's not going to hit too much. He really couldn't do too much, and he's also running low on mana. He does not yet have his Infinity Edge completed. He's going to want to get that as soon as possible.
Oh man, these spears.
Ouch. Gingerfied will really be able to do work. He does not have a mana item just yet. All he's got is that Forbidden Idol, but I think it's enough so far. Does not even have the mana for a spear actually even yet, but I don't think he really cares about that.
Yeah, that's all he needs.
And you see Mr. Rogers is starting a little split up the bot, just trying to get a little. It's quite possible the red team is going to take that inner tower in the top lane, though they have a massive wave set up. Although Rom is on his way to deal with it, so. Oh, the hook comes onto Google. Flay comes onto Google. HCP actually goes down, but so will Google, because when Gingerfied comes in, he doesn't even need to spear. He can just pounce on top, Luden's Echo procs, and then he can beat.
They saw food, Nidalee pounced on it. Man.
Yeah,
It's
Kitty
so
is
brutal.
hungry. 5, 2, and 2 on that Nidalee. That is just a beast of a cat right there.
Goes back. Yep, picked up the Morello. Not gonna have any mana problems now.
No
Just
mana problems.
Spear
Plus,
after spear after spear.
plus any healing that Google thinks he's going to be able to do. Not anymore. Because Google is really dropping down to, below quarter health or below 40% health in most team fights. Just from the poke coming out from a thresh hook and then a spear, and just coming from that. So
They're just really focusing down their only threat on their team, which is they'll turn, they'll just hit him with the Thresh and then hit him with the Sejuani, and that's basically the end of the fight, and Nidalee just havoc.
yeah, that was a close range spear there onto Strathagos, and it still took out like a quarter of his health. Like that was a point blank spear. Like I don't want to see a max range spear. And I mean, blue team feels confident enough, and I don't blame them that they're just gonna run for this dragon. Not even contested by red team, and Gingerfied's gonna get that blue card as well. So no blue for Morgana. Strathagos doesn't hugely need it. On Morgana, you don't need it too much, but it does help.
Run, Prez! Prez, no!
Oh, that's not good. Goodbye, Prez. Oh, ooh. Oh,
That's it.
well, he dodged the spear by pressing S, but that wasn't going to do too much in that scenario. Strathagos versus Rom. If he can hit a snare, then maybe, but not anymore, because the HDP, the Moby Boots pickup on Thresh, absolutely essential in this scenario, because that's really all he's doing.
Google's getting some good vision in their jungle. He can plan on split pushing for as long as he can, and he has a pretty good opportunity at it right now.
Yeah. Oh, and here comes Sky. Really wants to go in. That's going to be the Bartle hitting 2 of them, and that means that Strathagos is going to be able to get an ult. He's going to follow Gingerfied. That's the smart idea. Follow the Fed Nidalee. Don't worry too much about the Caitlyn. Only 2 and 3, but if you get to super late game, then Caitlyn is going to be able to really bring you back. So.
Oh, the Sejuani ulti.
They're really doing a lot, but they're really focusing down Prez here. I'm not sure if that's the smartest idea. When the rest of the team is all around, they do get the kill, but it looks like they should be able to trade them back onto HTP. They will, and it's Strathagos getting the kill. So they really invested a lot for the 2 and 3 Lucian. I'm not sure how wise that was. And Google is going to get another kill, because I don't care how fed you are at Sejuani, you don't really want to be fighting a Master Yi.
Got a little picked up after that dive, sadly. Didn't know he was standing on a ward. He just kind of walked up and flash queued him.
Yeah.
Cool with the
That
save.
works, and I think even if they 1v1 right now, it's a Bork, Yaomu's Devourer, Master Yi. A good amount of armor is picked up so far for Sejuani, so it would actually be a pretty even fight, I think.
Sejuani would win, just because of how, I want to say broken, but I'll say strong Cinderhulk is at this moment. Cinderhulk is just so powerful.
Then, yeah, no, I definitely agree. She doesn't have too much health right now in the giant spell, so that's why I'm thinking it might be close. That damage, ow. Oh man, Sky is going to go down. Yeah, there's no question there. Once that second spear in.
Italy is just so ruthless. She won't give them a chance
6
to
and
just
3,
come
and
back.
she is just
the spear
continuing.
is over.
Whew. Still though, props to Red Team now. They're the ones playing for behind, and they're also not doing too bad a job, only down 1,000 gold still. You know, it's really largely due to Google running around wherever he can and just queuing onto people and making the picks that he can. And another snare hit, the Nation might be able to finish off Rom, not quite, but they are going to do quite a bit of damage. Hook comes onto Dave. He's just going to drop. And it's just going to go back to the siege. Google sees the ward. Rom is running right after him. Google's wondering, can I go in? I don't know. Strathagos walking into these with the ult. That's great. He does not have the Zanyas yet, so he is just going to drop as well. He did get 1 kill. Now Sky is coming back in. Google, this is a Master Yi dream right here. They're all pretty low. Mr. Rogers is going to drop. That's 2 kills for Google, and he is chasing down HTP. And overall, that was a 4 for 3 in favor of Red Team. But the tower went down for Blue Team. So.
It looks like Blue Team came out ahead because they're up another 1k gold. Unless Red Team gets tower right here, in which case I think they might come out even.
I think they'll come out more or less even. I think Red Team might be slightly ahead because I think they got 1 extra kill there. But, and actually, the interesting thing also is that kill, both those 2 kills were on Google, and the Master Yi just continually getting Devourer stacks, getting more gold is huge for Red Team if he can be that unstoppable force.
Oh yeah, definitely. Well, they closed the gap back down to 1k gold, so they're in a pretty good position now.
Yes,
They keep closing these gaps that the Blue Team creates. I think they'll be set this game, and they'll have a good chance of probably taking it.
yeah, and another thing is that last team fight, Strathagos dove right into everyone with his ult. Now he can actually do that and survive, because he did just pick up the Zanyas, which means he can do that again, and then just sit there, Zanyas, and that's just going to wreak havoc if they can get that second proc off. I guess the way I kind of envision the next fight going is Strathagos walking in and ulting and then pressing Zanyas, and Blue Team just blowing all their dashes right away trying to get out of that Morgold.
And then Sion comes up and knocks all of them up.
Yeah,
Hard
that's
ulties
just,
and that up for Yi.
and to set that whole thing up, if Bard can get a good ult off, then that would be just absolutely ideal, but I'm not sure how likely that is to happen. Especially when Strathagos gets hooked like this under tower, and wow. Look at Dave's health, just dropping from a Luden's Echo, Morellonomicon, Sork Shoots, Blasting Wand, Amp Tome, Nidalee. He's just going to keep hurling spears. Oof, Dave is lucky.
I think once Nidalee gets his Void Staff, this is going to be potential one-shot spears.
Yeah, and blue buff is still up for Red Team, so whenever Ginger5 gets low on mana, he can just go, I want a blue buff. See, alright. Nice, not bad. He's coming out from Sky there. The Red Team, to their credit, does have quite a bit of good clearing, and they're going to catch out Jerry. I'm not sure they're going to be able to do with that. Just quick disengagement, Blue Team. And Google's going to drop. He tried to fight Mr. Rogers. Ginger5 was there too, and worst came to worst.
And it was that Nidalee heal on kills for like 500.
Yeah, no, it's healing for a lot right now. Let's actually take a look. Yeah, it's 372 right now, which is a good amount. Jerry continually getting killed. That's an excellent culling coming out of Prez. But he's going to drop. The flash comes out of Strathagos, but that's not even enough. But Sky looks like he might be able to get another one. No, the Randuin popped. Okay. But Strathagos walking up. Auto attack. He doesn't even have enough mana for the pool right now. And it's back to 3,000 gold in favor of blue team.
Probably gonna see a possible team fight at Dragon in a minute. Once
Possibly
everybody's
at
back.
Dragon. I'm not sure if red team really wants to contest Dragon right now because Lucian's not quite up yet. I'm not sure if they can run that fast, but with home guards on 3 members of the team, it is a good possibility. And Google certainly wants to fight. He knows Mr. Rogers is around somewhere. And you know what? He's just gonna start the Dragon. But here comes Mr. Rogers. Google, looks, nice dodge by Google. He dodges the Sejuani. And now the TP comes in for red team. Guy, just playing a little zone control. No, they're going back in. Google really wants this here. The spear came out onto Strathagos. Oh, not that one. And red team will get the Dragon. Prez and Sky finishing it off while Google is playing a little zone control here.
Such a clean flash. Nice.
And I mean, I think the thing that really struck me most about that team fight, I have to say, was Google did dodge the Sejuani with the Alpha Strike. It's really nice.
He did a
Bardo.
lot of things that fight.
Yes. Oh, speaking of that one-shot potential, that was about 3/4 of Dave's health right there. Just gone.
That Morgana was like 1 frame.
Oh, yeah,
that goes
Google. And
horribly.
this could be a easy triple for Gingerfied. Just those spears, a huge potential.
That was
More
so
potential,
dirty.
ladies and gentlemen, than CLG. Alright.
This is reminding me of the TSM game where Bergeson just destroyed everybody with Nidalee. It's depressing.
Oh yeah, this is starting to remind me of the Luden's Echo. This is starting to remind me of the old Nidalee a little bit. Just the I spear you and there goes 7/8 of your health, if not all of it.
Oh boy.
That spear didn't actually do too much to Strathagos. He did complete the Abyssal, which is going to be really helpful for a little extra MR. Not going to be a be-all end-all though, because the Void Staff Sword Shoes are completed, so. Really just red team has to play a game here of, a little game of a catch and wait, but every time they wait, Gingerfied is just spearing and spearing. He has a blue buff, so he doesn't have to stop.
35% CDR on this Nidalee. These spears are not going to stop flying at you.
Alright, here comes Sky. He's going to jump right in. He's not going to be able to do much. There's a 2-man knockup lands, but on the tanks, Prez not being able to dash. The old Sonya does come out from Strathagos. That's 2 stuns. Sandusky does go down to Google. Google is off to the side right now, though, and Gingerfied is able to go on a rampage. And now Google's going to have to focus down Mr. Rogers. They're going to be able to do so. Gingerfied, though, is just doing damage. He gets a triple, but Google getting an unofficial triple. He's going to get the double, and that means red team comes out on top. They have the ace. So that's a 5 for 3.
That Thresh exhaust at the end of the fight was just... Oh, that was so dirty. That's what just messed up that Nidalee so awfully.
Yeah, the man, and I don't know if you saw, but right after the fight, when Dave just said, screw it, I didn't ult that fight, I'm just going to ult now, and just ulted himself. Kind of entertaining.
Let's vote Dave MVP.
Definitely the troll. Oh, nice. I'm not sure about that magical journey either, but man, the guy looks like he's having fun on bars. Who could fault him for that? Nice meditate there. That does cut the headshot. Does cut the ace and the whole damage in half. Not bad by Google. He knows his champion. You know, this has been a pretty quiet game, all things considered. We have a few team fights break out in the mid lane, but really it's been very spread out for everyone to get their kills. Google might be in trouble, but nice timing on that magical journey. He still might be in trouble, because here comes HCP. He's not going to have to hook if he can just play like that, and he will get the hook. That's going to get the kill on Google. He cannot Alpha Strike away, and those crits coming out from Jerry Sandusky are going to be huge. Guy does not really want to be hurt by anyone. Strathagos gets hooked in, but that might really help her, actually, because she gets that 3-man ult. She gets the Zanya's off. That's huge. Gingerfied, though, is still alive, and there's no Google to shut him down. He should just be able to jump in. The Sejuani ult missing. Gingerfied getting another kill. And now Dave. All he can do is run away. Sky, just drops to the Nidalee. His passive couldn't even fight the Nidalee with that massive lifesteal. So that instantly swings it right back in blue team's favor. They might be able to get an inhib tower off this if they want. But with Lucian and Yi coming up with the home guards, it's probably prudent that they back off.
sad to think that all of that happened just because he chose to walk one way instead of the other. Oh, like getting juked out by Dave.
What a great portal by Dave. Man, I think you're right. We should vote him MVP right now. Also, Lucian going the route for Prez, going the route of no. He went IE Last Whisper, Vamp Scepter. He's just holding on to that Avarice Blade. I don't know if we got a shiv or anything. Meanwhile, Dave just running around. He's throwing blue team off. He's playing a pretty good run around right now. And now blue team has to be careful because Google is there too. And else Google has to be careful. That could be a thing too. He keeps farming, but oh, Zani, he's just gonna go right in on Jerry. 3 shots. Bye-bye. Mr. Rogers is here too, though. No ult coming out. There comes Joel out of Sejuani. They're gonna get him. Oh no. No ult from Sejuani, excuse me. It was just the CC coming out of Sejuani, coming out of Renekton, Thresh. That's enough to shut down. But a 1-for-1 getting Caitlyn is very nice for Red Team. I think they'd rather get the Nidalee though, all things considered.
Nidalee is still just destroying.
And, you know, Nidalee, actually, now that I think of it, Nidalee is probably the most efficient champion to get a Lune Zeko on. Because you get 30 stacks for it whenever you cast a spell. So that means every single pounce, every single spear puts 30 stacks. You can pretty much use the passive from Lune Zeko off cooldown.
Yeah, that's pretty ridiculous. I didn't think about that.
Yeah, I didn't think about that either. And then I thought, wow, pounce is on like a 2-second cooldown, and it's on even less if you actually get a kill in Cougar form. So, pretty big.
That's what Lune Zeko proc like every spear.
Exactly, yeah, that's why it's happening. Nice Zanya. Now Sky coming out. Dave is jumping right in. He's going for the stun there. Google is going to be able to shut down Ginger fight. Good thing he came up just in time for this fight. Now they should be able to get Rom too. The Strathegosel comes out. He took the magical journey. I don't think he wants to go on that magical journey. Nice flash from Google though. That's an excellent flash. Gets out of the Renekton. That lets Prez start cleaning up. Google's going to try to fight Mr. Rogers. Can he do it? The heal comes out. That heal didn't actually save his life. That's sad. People are dying.
Here's tears from here. I feel so bad.
Jerry is kind of sneaking around the side, trying to decide, do I want to go up? Do I want to go in here? The answer is no, you don't. You don't want to go in 1v3 against this team. Oh, alright. Well, look at this. The 3-man sneaky Baron, but it's not as sneaky as they think, because here comes HTP. Despite it not being sneaky, they're still going to keep going for it. No, they're not. Guy really wants to go.
Oh. They don't really have any really high damage.
Yeah,
well,
no, they
right
don't have. I mean, if they had Master Yi there, and Master Yi is one of the 3, I would say no problem, go for it. Because Google could just melt through that thing, but
I don't think Lucian had the right items to do that either.
No lifesteal item, no attack speed item. The only crit he has right now is 35% from, or actually I think it's just 30% with the recent changes to IE. It's 30% from just the IE and the average speed. He wants to finish all those items. Whereas the Caitlyn with the IE and Phantom Dancer, that's significant crit damage. Red team here, really spread out. And that's just gonna let blue team take their tower. It will result in a fight though. They are gonna be able to get one. Guy, oh, Google, just again, 3-shotting the ADC. Mr. Rogers gets a nice ult, but it doesn't matter because Google, with the lifesteal, is gonna just meditate it right out and get some free Zanyas coming out of the Bardo. Now, red buff by Prez, still not gonna be enough to slow Rom enough, but that was a 3 for nothing. Now if red team wants to start, and that might be a little bit of a better choice once Google heals up a little bit, and they're gonna be able to get HTP as well. The Raptor camp had already been taken, so no hook escape for you, HTP. Actually, what am I saying? Why get Baron when you can take the inhib, trade back that inhib tower, and probably go for the inhib itself as well? With the Lucian here.
Probably just take Baron right off this inhib.
Yeah, and they're gonna get Rom. Yeah. So that is going to be the inhib dropping first inhib of the game. Surprisingly enough, goes to red team. But are they going to pay for it? They are going to get the inhib. Okay. Prez picks up the health back. That's nice. Sky is just going to wee trade choo-choo. He gets thrown really far away. You know, I feel like that'd be a great interaction if a Scion ulted right as a Soraka was auto-attacking him. Because Soraka's auto-attacks get bigger and bigger and bigger. farther
really?
they go, so I feel like that would be kind of entertaining.
Still waiting for that train conductor Scion skin.
Ah, choo choo. Although at least they did change that thing to Scion ult that someone on Reddit was asking for a few days ago. That now if Scion kills someone with his ult, he keeps going.
Oh yeah. There's
Scion
also a
doesn't
bug
stop.
with this ulti where if you spam H, kind of stutter step and control
Yeah,
it.
I did see that,
they're
but
banning
also
people for
apparently
that.
Riot is banning people for that. So
Yeah. A little awkward considering they didn't ban for like sort of the occult glitch and stuff like that.
I don't think I was around for that actually. Oh, that one. Yeah. Yep. But they also fixed that one really, really fast.
It took them a day and a half to fix it.
There you go. I
It's
actually.
really fun.
Oh, how Strathagos has MR and that still did half his health. And blue team, they're the ones who are going to start Baron, but they kind of have to be careful because Google with the burst, if they drop low at all from this Baron, Google's going to have a shot. They have a ward in the pit. Blue team has a ward, or red team has a ward in the pit. Blue team, oh my gosh, the Bardo comes out. Remember, Bardo can invulnerable Baron, but it doesn't matter. The Nidalee outsmiting the jungler. Sky not able to get any CC with the ult, but here comes Google. Remember, no defensive combat stats coming out of Baron, but it doesn't matter who drops right away, and so does Sky. And now Prez is in the middle of the fight. He is still alive so far, not anymore, and now Dave goes down too. The only one alive is Strathagos. He's going to have to back off. Run away as fast as you can, but in the meantime, that means blue team should be able to pick up an inhib, no problem. He's clearing some minions. Strathagos is going to be able to back. That did waste a little bit of Mr. Rogers' time, because Mr. Rogers was looking to catch him out, and now he's going to have a little bit of a long walk up mid lane.
The really clustered fight. It's kind of awkward to follow at times.
Yeah, because, I mean, the fight wasn't really in any one area, because Google started off way outside the Baron pit, and then the rest of Red Team tried to fight right away in the Baron pit. That meant that Google had to try to walk past HDP, which is hard when you have a decent Thresh. So, you know, he just got flayed, and then the Sejuani ult came out like shed, and from there, it was all Nidalee. And this is going to hurt even more. Gingerfied is building towards that Lichbane. When he gets a Lichbane with, he already has 610 AP. That Lichbane plus Luden's Echo, if he just Qs, is going to be way too much burst for anyone.
Amp is so stupid. Like you don't even need a death cap anymore. You just so much damage with basic items.
Yeah. Oh, Mr. Rogers might be in trouble. He's going to jump right in on Fred, and with the skirmisher's blade. With a skirmisher saber, that's actually going to be enough to take down Fred. Google coming in. Dave will get the kill. Dave MVP, right?
That's looking like a bot lane inhib. Wait. No, hold on. It's on that team. I'm sorry, I derped.
That's alright. Wait, here comes Google. He's going to try to fight Gingerfied. We'll see who comes out on top. He does not get hit by the spear. Now he's going to be able to go straight in. But man, like we said, that Nidalee damage doesn't matter. Beautifully timed snare coming out of Strathagos. Catches Nidalee right as she comes out of invulnerability. Just excellent on that. And now Rom kind of wants to go in here, but when there's a Master Yi, remember, does have 15 kills. That's the second most in the game. He's full build. He has 61 stacks on Devour, meaning he does like 80 magic damage with every single auto attack. And Dave finds him. The stun comes out already from Rom. Google not even paying it the second glance. They're just kind of going, oh, hi, Ron. Never mind. Now they're paying him some attention. He's going to have to flash. He misses the dice, so that's that. Meanwhile, mid lane, it's supers versus supers, which is very nice for Red Team that they got that in him, because otherwise they'd be forced to back and clear every now and then. As it is, they do not have to do this. Nice portal from Dave. They might be able to turn it back onto Rom. Nope. But looks like they'll get the dragon. And meanwhile, Sky just going to keep shoving. He's drawing 2 members back. That means they do get the dragon for Red Team. That's a nice one. That's extra movement speed, and now we go Sky. He's just going to run away as fast as he can, which is pretty fast because he's Scion.
Not that skin. Train conductor, please.
Now let's look at the gold right now. It is just about dead even. 41 kills to 40 in Red Team's favor, 7 towers to 6 in Blue Team's favor. I don't think you can get any more even. Then 73,000 to 72.9 thousand. Nope. Like, and we're starting to approach the point where gold difference really means nothing, because once everyone's full build, it doesn't really matter how much gold you're up. It does matter though. Google gets caught out. Blowing the cleanse on the Renekton stun means he doesn't have anything for the threshold. They are going to be able to trade one back though onto the Renekton, so it's a tank for a damage dealer. Not sure I like that one for red team, considering the Nidalee's still around. It looks like Google's the only one who's been able to take care of Gingerfied recently. Speaking of which, he's just going to go back in. The ult comes out from the Sejuani, but Morgana ult as well. Is that they do get Mr. Roger there. Now, Sanjeri, though, still able to do lots of damage to Sky, but Sky also able to get out. He is just a tanky beast right now, and Prez does so much damage, too, on that late-game Lucian. He did finish up the Phantom Dancer, like you were saying. Now that he has that attack speed at him, he's doing a lot. Like, a lot. Goodbye. That's a triple kill for Prez. Gingerfied. Prez says, no thanks, I don't want to fight out. I don't want to fight this over here.
Man, that fight would have went so differently if Nidalee had hit most of her spears. She whiffed about 2 or 3.
Oh, and can Prez get another one? Zanya's coming out from Nidalee. I'm not sure what that's going to do for you, Gingerfied. That's going to be nothing, because once Prez gets that auto. The red team, you got to give credit to them. They were really down quite a lot here in the early, in the mid game, and then they really just stormed back. The Lucian doing work. The Master Yi always able to come in and clean up some fights. Google was, so despite the super fed Nidalee, they were able to play around it. Like you said, if Nidalee hits spears in team fights, things will go differently. And Master's on the other foot. The red team gets blue team's blue buff. Baron's up in a minute, so we're gonna have to keep an eye on that.
Wow, I just saw the Baron timer.
And Dragon, we don't know quite when Dragon's up. Not for at least 2 minutes then. So joking aside, actually keep an eye on Dave's ult this fight, because Dave has had some absolutely insane ults. Like, he has had a couple that have just taken out that fed Nidalee, like that one in the bot lane that allowed Strathagos to set up the perfect snare. So really keep an eye on that, on the Bard as well as the Scion, because there have been a couple ults that Sky has just missed, and then there have been a couple that have really set the tone for the fight.
Yeah, I'm guessing that's what Dave does. He either makes golden trophies of his teammates so people can honor and pay tribute, or he just smashes the Nidalee.
Or he just smashes the Nidalee. I guess I know which one they prefer, huh? Another thing here is that nobody on blue team has magic resist. It's all armor for that Master Yi, and that is big because it means that Strathagos' Qs, Strathagos' ults, and even the pools do damage. It looks like red team is ready to go in. The Scion ult is going to get 2 members. Dave has not ulted yet. Remember, we're watching on that. Here comes Sky. He hits the 2-man knockup. Google is just running around, but I'm not sure what he really wants to do. The Sejuani ult comes out. It's really a tangled up team fight right now, but now here comes Strathagos. He does get the ult. Strathagos getting the unstoppable. And now Google is in the middle of the fight. They take down Gingerfied. That's going to be an ace for red team. That's only Dave drops.
Looking like game.
I think that's game. Wow. What a fight. Excuse me, Dave and Sky dropped. I didn't see him drop because he was in his passive form. Google, Prez, just putting out insane amounts of damage in that fight. And Strathagos with the ult in the middle of the team. Like I mentioned, nobody with magic resist. That is going to be GG for Red. Big stories of the game. The super fed Nidalee. Doesn't really matter when you have a Master Yi that can jump on you and 3-shot your whole team.
That silent Q knocked, I think, 3 people up. That was a well-placed Q.
It was a really well-played game out of both teams. Excellent Q, excellent ult coming out from Sky. And so that will do it for Game 2 of the night from Home Party.